Oh my god, I just realized I had that like zoomed up to his face. What's up everybody? This is Easy Mode Ultra. This is episode 25 of Easy Mode Ultra. It's a video game podcast, the most realizable video game podcast on the internet. My name is Billy, and joining me today is Hayden Robel. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. Back in Santa Maria. How's the weather?
Still in Santa Maria. Actually,
it's
raining constantly. El Nino's here. So
My God, El Nino. Hope you're all right.
A little kid got there?
What now?
A kid got there?
And that's
Oh God.
And that's the best hair in the business. That is the best
Nino.
hair
Spanish means the kid.
in the business. Herman Gonzalez.
That took so long. I'm sorry. I
don't
have
have to
hair.
translate everything.
I'm not translating. I've been
Not
speaking
translating
Spanish all
today.
day.
But who is translating maybe in the future some Chinese because he's a Chinese major. That's Stephen Flatus,
Chinese.
Father Flatus himself. I think he's eating. What is he eating today?
Chinese M&M over here.
Oh, I thought you meant Chinese M&M like candies. I was like,
Although that does make sense too. Look
That's,
at this beanie. I
that's the-
earlier.
That's
What
the
flavors are those?
cast. That's the cast of the cast for you guys today. Again, this is Easy Mode Ultra, the greatest realizable video game podcast. We talk about nerdy things and lots of nerd culture and geeky things. If you're watching, which no one is right now, if you're watching, and maybe later on YouTube, thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on it. Be sure to leave us a like on this YouTube video. If you really like it, be sure to sub. Why not? There's also iTunes. You can check us out on iTunes. There's also Android Marketplace, as well as Zune HD. Hayden, Zune HD.
No, God damn
Yes,
it.
it's gonna come back.
No one is going to download it on the
Jay
Zoom HD. You know what's
Allard.
funny? My
Allard.
dad, he made a cameo last week, Dan Robel. My dad was yelling at Siri today because he's trying to find out when spring break is for my college. I don't know why he was. But he was like, I'm just going to download goddamn Cortana at this point. Because you could do that, right?
Yeah, I love
You can do that on
Cortana.
Apple phones.
I
Yeah,
had a Windows phone for a year, and the core functions were really, really good, but otherwise,
that is gaming related, Cortana. So
it is game related. You can use it on Xbox, but but the Kinect didn't really work. But like these days they have other type of peripherals coming out, like Oculus VR, and
we're going to sex toy talk. Or we're going back to the Bulgecast.
Yeah, exactly. Bulgecast. Hey, Michael Faster, when the new Assassin's Creed comes out, we're gonna have to do another Bulgecast
Oh yeah.
for Fassbender. So, but
That's a
we're gonna
callback.
start. It's a throwback. We're gonna start the show with Around the Net, and this week's topic for Around the Net is Oculus VR price. And holy shit, Hayden,
Oh my God.
$600.
That's
You
insane.
need 2 jobs for this one.
Kaz Hirai is not running Palmer Lucky's business over there. So
Yeah.
No, what I
So-
love,
yeah.
first reaction before we get into the Twitter reactions, what I love is just like the callback he had. Like he's like all of a sudden receding back from all the statements he made about like going from a cheap VR to premium VR. That's all I have to say. I think it's interesting that they're already backing down from their price statements.
Yeah,
Like
it's
they're
really
not
interesting.
staying. They're not even staying strong with it at all. It seems like.
Yeah, you think they're going to keep it going though? It's going to be $600 for sure. You think like they're going to kind of drop it later, do some type of
I
like
think
fire
it'll be
sale?
the Microsoft Xbox One situation where they'll be stubborn for a bit.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it. So first tweet, I only pulled a couple because I had a really hard time finding like legitimate, genuine tweets this week.
Yeah.
Because it seems like everybody just posts the same or like retweets the same fucking article, and like no one has anything original to say, which is very strange. And you think a lot of people would be.
That's all you're gonna react to, right?
Yeah, no, it's like, but some people had some funny stuff to say, and this guy, Sean, for the price of Oculus Rift, you could buy Ladies of the Night and cocaine, ... which is probably what their profits will go on. That's pretty good, Sean. Thank you. And then the next one.
If you buy an Oculus Rift, though, you could simulate that experience.
You can, because all of the porn and shit on Oculus, which is pretty crazy. I saw a GIF of what you see when you're doing that, and it's
So did I. I saw this guy,
I.
and then I saw a GIF of what actually happens in real life, and it's this journalist humping like a mechanical object. It was really bizarre.
Yes, I think we saw the same thing. It's really strange. If they add like body. No, I saw another GIF where a guy, he had Oculus on and he was sitting at a desk, and it showed it showed what he was looking at on the screen left to him, and and it's like this is an adult video game, right?
Right.
And there's a bust, like like the upper section of a female. It's clearly a female, like upper section, and he
Right.
reaches out and he touches her breasts, and like when he does that to the bust, he you can see on the screen next to him the animated character like reacts.
So it's like, does it? Oh wow, that's actually really interesting because
It's
it
really
gives that
interesting.
tactile sense, huh?
Exactly. So if
Yeah.
you touch a certain area, she'll react in the game on
It's
that
kind
area.
of like every anime Vita game. So let's just.
Yeah.
It's like anime. It's like every Vita game where you're able to touch the heroine and like
Yeah.
Ultra Despair girls and stuff like
You
that.
know a lot about that, huh, Hayden?
I mean, I have a Vita, but I don't.
That's fine. Suki won't know.
You will know. She'll watch this.
Does she watch this?
She has
Oh,
watched it actually.
oh
One
my
time I
God.
called her out and she's like, she got pissed at me later.
Oh my God! Did we break the? Did we give it away yet? No, we haven't got it.
away,
Not yet. It's still Suki, right? I don't think we ever broke cover.
No, we've never broke cover it once.
Okay, that's good. So second
I'm
tweet.
sure people are gonna search for it like violently one day.
Maybe,
Like, what is this?
it's gonna keep going and going,
Yeah.
and then they'll figure out like it's not even real.
Yeah, exactly. She's not even real.
The second tweet for this story, we'll go pretty quick, is Brian Hayes at BP Hayes. He says, "Wow, the Oculus Rift has a price tag of $600. Anyone want to buy a kidney?" So you can sell you get a second job, you can sell a kidney for Oculus. That's around the net. That's all I had for you guys. We're gonna go straight with that
What a
into.
kidney.
So if you guys know, the next VR coming out is PlayStation VR.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys want to tweet at us with hashtag EasyMode, tweet at us with your PlayStation VR prediction prices. We'll see what we come up with if you want. It would be super cool if you did. But with that being said, we're going to start the show how we usually always start the show. That is with the dump.
I want water splashing this episode. Although you don't really add post effects anymore, do you, Billy?
I don't have time.
I don't.
So-
I was always wondering why you keep asking because he doesn't do them.
I know.
don't
I
do
noticed that last week. I was like, wait a second, these are recorded on Google, so we can't even do
Exactly.
that anymore.
I
Damn it.
can do it, but it's
You
like,
can.
but
Yeah.
usually what you guys have been doing is that you guys have been Furman or Hayden or Steven, like one of you guys are like always making the sound on air anyway, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
so who
go
wants to
ahead.
make water effects these today?
Steven, it's your job to be the sound effects.
It's like him
Wow,
taking a
that-
shit.
That really
Like,
sucks.
Like,
Yeah.
does he take?
I like
wow,
it.
you want
I
to
like
get your bladder checked, Steven. That's like rabbit pellets or
it's
something.
kind of.
Hey, you don't know what you don't know what my time in the bathroom is like.
Oh my goodness.
So games.
Yeah, video games. All right, so Billy, we collaborated on the dump this week. It's pretty long. I don't know what
Correct.
stories we actually want to go to be honest.
I think we have a pretty good dump list today.
Right.
I actually want to make this podcast a pretty tight podcast, so I think we'll just
Okay.
go straight through it.
All right.
According to telegraph.co.uk, an Amazon listing leaks PlayStation VR pricing
Stupid.
after the. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Basically, it comes out to about $800 if you take into consideration the the Canadian dollar. So it was listed at Amazon's Canadian site at $1,100 in some change, or let's see, which basically comes out to $800 in American money.
American
in English
moolah.
dollars. Exactly, which I don't think, like going off the idea of like predicting VR's
Right.
price point, like I don't think it's going to be more than Rift, honestly. There's
There's
no way.
No way in
There's no
hell.
way.
It's
You know
gonna.
why?
It won't. It will barely be half of that, Billy.
Yeah.
There's no way it'll be even half of
Why?
that. honestly.
PS3 is why.
Why?
What's that?
I said because of PS3 is why.
Yeah, exactly. They've learned. They're not $6.99. Okay, I think we've learned now that $5.99 is the death point for anything gaming related. Like honestly, I think after the PS3, big flounder, which basically caused the PS3 to fail comparatively to the 360. Until later, obviously they've caught up, if not surpassed the 360 finally in life cycle. I think $5.99 in the gaming industry is just too high, honestly, because it's an entertainment-based thing. It's not the highest spec thing necessarily, unless you're going to PC. You know, Billy? Like, what do
Yeah.
you think?
I think
high.
it's crazy because the Rift is $600 just for the Rift controller, a couple of games, but there's that whole thing where you need to have a pretty badass PC just to have the Rift, you know. And with that being said, the Rift is higher spec than the VR anyways, because the Rift has a higher resolution lenses than the VR. VR's is 1080p. I think the Rift goes up past that a little bit, 2100 or whatever. I think it also supports faster or higher refresh rates. So all of those things into consideration is going to be more expensive, just technologically, when compared to the VR. And I think the VR, like you were saying, they have to price it at, I think, under around $400 or at least under $400.
I think the maximum they could possibly go and like realistically make a like they're not going to make profit off these units. I think they'll do software like they've been doing for the PS4. I think that they need to go 350 or lower. Like that's where they'll sell. They'll sell at that point.
Yeah. Furman, how much are you willing to pay for a VR headset of any kind?
For VR headset, it's really difficult to gauge how much I'd be willing to pay because I'm not aware of how much goes into it, but I know these things are going to be really fucking expensive to make. So, I mean, would I pay $250 to $300? I think that would be a fair price, but I mean that I don't see that as being a viable option.
You wouldn't personally buy it.
I wouldn't buy it. I think it's too. I don't want to say gimmicky because it's something that's definitely been worked on for such a long time, but it's
too new.
It's unnecessary.
I think it's too new because it's like a whole new field as opposed to like a new console, where that's kind of different.
I think they're trying to set it up as that though.
Yeah, but it's not there yet.
Right.
And I don't think it should, because right now it's mainly geared toward games, and I get that there's like a movie component and other aspects of it that could like make it a more its own sort of thing. But at the moment, it's obviously geared towards games, and if they want people to buy it, I feel like at the very least it should be less expensive than the price of a console.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, but if you look at, I mean, we've talked about the motion gaming. It hasn't completely overwhelmed the market. I mean, it's there and it's great for party games. The way that the Wii introduced motion gaming is just it's great. It's fun, but it hasn't completely overtaken everything.
Yeah.
Like,
and the thing is also those are super cheap components.
The whole club thing, it kind of came with the Xbox, and I don't know. I just don't think it's fair.
Even, what would you buy it at? What price would you buy it at in general? What would it have to be?
Probably like, ultimately, I'd say like 200, 250.
Yeah, I think that would be the same for me actually.
Just because until they can really kind of prove without a shadow of a doubt how much of its own thing it is, that they can't really afford, if they want it to really sell to more than just like the hardest of hardcore people that would actually buy it, if they want to sell it more mainstream, they have to kind of prove that it's worth it. So
they have
I don't
to
know.
provide the software for that ecosystem to actually like build itself too. Yeah.
Honestly, that's why I think starting out it should be like an arcade thing, only because then you can get people to go with their friends, and then they can like experience it. And if it's like a fun, really cool experience that they want to keep having, then maybe they'll be more willing to spend the money to have it at home.
All I see, Steven, during that insightful conversation was Billy like making faces because I have Billy on my screen. I have you zeroed in the entire time.
Hey, if you do that, you look like Ton-chan. You guys ever watch K-On?
No. I have seen K-On. That's funny.
I really like
K-On. What you're trying to say. I just hear, do you like crayons? I love crayons. Which brings us to topic number 2. AMD. Oh man, I didn't realize. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic. I didn't realize I set this up so like perfectly. Speaking of price points, AMD has hinted. I'm professional. That's correct. AMD has hinted that the prices of the Xbone and the PlayStation 4 may come down this year. According to this TechRadar article, they say, according to what's her face, CEO Lisa Su. Shout out Lisa Sue. The consoles work. The consoles work on a 5 to 7 year strategy. That's the lifetime for these consoles. Without talking about any particular consoles, any particular party's console, there will be opportunities to cost reduce. Consoles tend to be very sensitive to price point. We see that as a price comes down, sales volume goes up, and that will afford an opportunity to do that in this cycle, which is a very strangely worded sentence, I think. But basically what she's saying is like they have new chips coming out,
Right.
and they're refining. In the grand scheme of things, AMD this year, as a PC gamer myself, AMD is finally, after like 5 years, releasing their next generation CPU architecture, which is going to finally bring everything up to par with Intel's like Core i series processors. If you're into the gaming, the PC gaming culture, and you're into that, you know that Intel's been crushing, absolutely crushing AMD these days.
Yeah.
With their architectures.
Since i3 or i4, like when have they I think AMD was crushed a while ago when it came to that.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's been a long time because like the chips, the CPUs that they're selling now are not vastly, but they're just not up to par. Like you'll have a 6-core or an 8-core CPU that's AMD, but you still won't get the same per core muscle as in Intel CPUs. Like Intel, each core is super powerful. That's why AMD pushes like 8 different cores just to sort of match an Intel i3 processor.
Yeah,
Regardless,
if you get something like the i7, I mean, it's not even your video cards, anything else. It's not catching up to it.
Exactly.
Which is great. I mean, it's got such a long life. I've got an i5 and it's doing fantastic with me. My brother always gives me shit, but he can go to hell.
Shout out to Furman's brother.
Yeah. It's if they're able to cut down like this, I mean, that's...
I think we're reaching the point in the life cycle for the PS4 and Xbox One where we can get those alternate models. We've already seen that actually with the PS4. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a PS4 alternate model that has like has a little less power. Like it takes a little less power, and so it's a little more energy efficient. But it also has the material that you have on the bottom of the PS4 on the panel for the hard drive as well. So it's the same matte texture all across. Okay. So I think we're getting to the point now. What do you think we're going to see, Billy? What do you think the alternate PS4 hardware will look like? Do you think it'll have a flip top like every single other?
Oh man, bring back the George Foreman grill PS3. Great. No, I absolutely hated the 3rd gen PS3 design.
Oh man, they're disgusting. So, like, no offense to Sony, no
offense to whoever designed it. I'm sure it was difficult to engineer. I'm not an engineer, but I really like their first revision. The original Slim.
The Slim.
Yeah, it was great. The Super Slim is a little bit I understand why they did it because it's cost reducing, things like that. But I don't know. It's fine. I think like I went to my buddy Kyle's place the other day or last week, and I was looking at his PS4 and like, man, it's slim enough to where it can sit directly underneath his TV. And you know how TV stands are like pretty, like they don't go that high up. But his PS4 can just sit snugly right underneath, and it's like, man, that's already really slim. I don't think they can slim it down any further. I don't think if PlayStation doesn't have anything to worry about really about redesigning and stuff. Yeah. There was a big argument early on within the first 2 years where people would say like, oh, why does Xbox have this massive power brick and it's huge? It looks like a VCR, blah blah blah. And usually you'd say like, oh, if you compare it to the PS4, it's usually quieter, it's more power efficient, it's never going to overheat because it has a massive vent on the top. Compared to the PS4 now, they did do that revision, I think it was like March or June.
Yeah, it was pretty
last
recent.
Year.
Pretty recent, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty recent. It's the revision 2, and it's more power efficient, and it doesn't generate as much heat, and it doesn't make as much noise, so I think they're doing just fine. However... an Xbox thing, I think, and they have to redesign it because I'm looking at this thing right now and it's huge, and I don't like having a massive power brick just chilling there.
It's like a Laserdisc player, like under my CRT over here. I have it weirdly under my CRT.
And Hayden, I don't know about you, but
what?
You have your Xbox in your room, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Is it when it's do you plug it in and just leave it in?
I leave it plugged in usually when I have enough outlets, because right now I have like a shit ton of systems just connected.
Yeah.
But it's annoying to have to lug around this brick, like, because I have to travel a lot from holidays and stuff like that to come like 3 hours down to Santa Maria, if anyone knows where the hell that is.
Yeah, my whole
never to travel with.
Yeah, my whole thing is, I don't know if this is a thing for other Xbox One users, but when I'm trying to sleep at night, this fucking thing, dude, it makes noises. Is that just my console?
I think you need to open it up, look for crickets. There's crickets inside.
Like mine legit makes noises. But I have an external drive on it, so I don't know if it's that. But it makes like a wind up noise kind of thing. Like it's like the hard drive is like the hard drive is winding up.
Yeah, what is it saying to you, Billy?
Yeah, you guys having like conversations?
It's telling me to fucking unplug it, and that's what I do. I unplug it every night because it makes noise when it's on standby or whatever.
Hey, can we mute Billy for a second and talk about his mental health a bit?
What? Final Fantasy 11? What?
Come back to us.
But yeah, I think Xbox One is due for a price drop and or redesign. Please get us a redesign because I actually like
the revision. Yeah.
I like what they did with 360. That was legit.
See, Billy, you're talking about how your console talks to you. My 360 refuses to turn off. Like, when I turn it off, the power lights, like the LEDs are all off. It's off on the screen and everything. But I still hear it. The fans are still going the entire time. So it's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Sounds.
It's going to kill you.
Someone's mic.
Topic number 3. So we have another sort of, I guess it's kind of like a half delay. So ReCore has been officially delayed. It was rated.
I called it last week.
I know, yeah, you did. It was rated for spring of 2016. That's what they said at E3 last year. But they pushed it to the latter half of 2016, they say. And so let's see what else. So basically, I had this chart here. There's a big chart of games that were set to originally release in 2016 that have been delayed. And that is ReCore. So the ReCore's original release was slated for spring 2016. Scalebound, of course, happened last week, where the original just 2016 date was pushed all the way to 2017. So there's 2 Microsoft exclusives potentially being pushed, or is pushed, I should say. I think ReCore is actually probably going to come out in 2017 also. There's no way they make it in 2016 because we haven't seen anything. And like you said, those Inafune, right? So he takes forever doing shit.
It's not even that he specifically takes forever. It's just they're balancing so many projects. They have the concept is being employed for almost every Kickstarter project you can imagine, probably. So, like Bloodstained Night, they're working on that. It's not just Inafune stuff.
Yeah.
So
Inafune-san.
I'm excited to see what Armature does with ReCore, but honestly, I want to see gameplay. I can't even be excited for it yet. Just that CGI trailer. That's all we have. So
yeah, it's tough. I feel like it's going to be like it looks like Knack. You know?
I don't think it'll be as underwhelming as Knack.
But it's like you have a core and you can make different sort of like companion robots with it. It's kind of
let's have more ambition for it.
Yeah. Looks like Knack. But hopefully it's not Knack because I hear Knack's not that good, even though it looked cool.
Graphically, it's very impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything on current gen looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided was originally set to release on February 23rd of this year, but got delayed to August 23rd.
Has anyone played Human Revolution, the last one?
I haven't.
No.
Everything's black and gold. That's all I know.
Yeah, everything is black and gold. I turned down the opacity of that in the menus when I was playing mine.
Yeah.
Human Revolution is one of the best games of last generation, I have to say right now. Like, people should go play that game. I feel like quite a few people did, but it's not really talked about anymore because of the boss fights. It's all that people focus on are how terrible the boss fights were. Yeah, they were farmed out to a different developer. You have to get over that. Play Director's Cut. They fix it a bit. But I'm really excited for that game, and it's under the radar for everyone, the newest one. Like, no one's talking about it. And some part of me feels like that's why they delayed it, was for the publicity, to build that up again. Because if you guys heard about it, I think we talked about it on the cast, actually, their DLC strategy about how it's like, pre-order now, like 500, and then you'll get to unlock this DLC. I think they're trying to make more positive publicity by, like, positioning themselves better. Do you feel like this is actually a development need to push it this far? Because how many months is it? Like half a year they're pushing it? It's crazy.
6 months.
Okay, yeah, so half a year. That seems like I don't know. The game seemed really far along for them to just arbitrarily push it 6 months. You know?
Have we seen anything from it? I haven't
Yeah, we've
followed
seen
it
gameplay.
at
We've
all.
only seen gameplay of it.
Ah,
It
okay.
looks fine. I mean, it looks like
Yeah.
Human Revolution, which is fantastic.
It just looks super generic to me. As
Mm.
someone that's never played any of them, I hear the original one's like really really good.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
But the Human Revolution one, it's like this like cybernetic robot guy has like really
Do you
terrible.
like Blade Runner? Let me ask you that.
I like but
Go
Blade
play the
Runner
game.
is slow.
I like downloaded it and then didn't play it.
It's here's the
want
thing,
it
it's
to
a
be
mixture between
slow and
Terminator and Blade
mysterious.
Runner. The gameplay is like Terminator, and then you could play it like a stealth game like MGS.
Yeah.
But the aesthetics of the world are so well realized.
Right.
It's just draped in orange and gold. Or
Are they
black and
as
gold.
well realized as this podcast?
No.
No.
With
not
all this
realizable.
fucking lag.
Are they as realized as Furman's hair?
Look, he just.
Are you asking me?
We're asking you, yeah.
I'm asking you.
My hair is so soft right now, you guys. I mean,
It
seriously,
looks
if you
really
guys-
soft,
You could sleep in this shit.
dude.
I'm coming over right now, Furman.
I like it. Another game that features a protagonist that has really nice looking hair is Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Faith has really nice hair,
It's
but
just,
you won't.
it's kind of a bowl cut.
It is a. It's a bob, I believe. Someone told me it's a bob.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. But
It's not really a bob, but I'm not gonna go all
what is
Stacey
it?
London.
Please tell me.
I'm
what
not gonna
is
go
it?
all Stacey London and Clinton Kelly on you, motherfucker.
What is it? Is it the
I don't
Rachel?
know what you're referencing right now, Furman.
What not to wear from TLC? Come on, guys.
Just that show from TLC.
Hey Furman, I do want to do a soundbite trivia later, so just prep that whenever you're ready.
It's already fucking ready, dude. Who do you
Okay,
think I am?
cool.
He's professional. He has
We just like forget. I always forget about that.
Yeah.
I know.
But I'm sorry. All right, Mirror's Edge Catalyst been pushed from February to May. Battleborn was also pushed from February to May. Huh? I didn't realize that. It's funny. Another big release that was also kind of delayed was Uncharted 4. It's only 1 month though.
Yeah, that's like for them. That's a huge deal because they have such a track record. Even with Last of Us, they delayed it only a month, but still.
Yeah, you're right. They did do that with
Right.
It is funny though, because this does entail a broken promise.
What now?
Oh, you're right.
Remember
You're right.
During the panel
Panel.
with
Yes,
with
actually.
Yeah.
Uncharted 4,
That's true.
they told Neil, they asked Neil Druckmann, who did Greg? Greg, what's his
Yeah.
face? Greg Miller. There you go. Yeah, he asked him.
We'd love to have
"Do
you on the
I
cast."
don't know if he said promise, but he said, "Will it come out on March 18th?"
18.
And he said yes. He looks so nervous answering that though.
I
don't
know.
if you guys
I know.
remember that.
He's
He's like, yes, it will come. He's like, fuck, why am I saying this?
He can't not. That's the thing. He has like a gun, like a sniper rifle. You can see a little like dot of red on his head right when he said that. Like a little reticule of a sniper rifle in the audience.
Who's holding the sniper rifle, Hayden?
Shuhei.
Oh, not Adam Boyce.
Wait, was
Shuhei's
Shuhei on the
nice, though.
stage? I don't even know. I think Shuhei was on the stage.
Sean Layden.
Sean Layden, dude, he's
Yeah.
pretty.
He's a baller.
I like his hair a lot.
I think Kaz was there, making
Was he
sure
there?
everybody was on point. No, he wasn't.
I was gonna say there's no way.
He's not. He doesn't care about PlayStation anymore.
Imagine the next to the
Did you guys see that?
TVs and shit.
Did you guys see he gave a presentation at CES and it had like fake Kaz Hirai's CEO. Have you followed that Twitter account? There's a Twitter account that fakes to be impersonates him and it's hilarious.
He says like the fake Kaz is crazy. He just
You
is
should put
crazy
that on
as shit.
around the net, please. Put that on
I would
net
do that.
tweet.
I would do
Yeah.
that. Our fake Kaz reacts to shit.
Kaz Hirai, CEO. Go
We
follow
need
him
to
on
gather all the fake Twitter accounts, like
Yeah.
sad emo Kylo Ren.
Twitter. Oh my god. There's a sad Chewbacca, I think, now too.
sad. I think there's a sad
Did you guys-
Batman as well.
Did you guys see the interaction between Emo Kylo Ren and Lonely Luke Skywalker?
Oh,
No,
that's
what was
yeah,
it?
Okay.
They
What was
just
it?
they tweeted at each other.
Oh, that's awesome.
What'd they say though?
I don't remember at all.
Well, that was
Jesus.
Fucking look for it then.
Jesus. Moving on.
fake Kaz Hirai said like all that the best thing that's happened out of Sony is my fake Twitter account in 6 years. He said like that's all he said when they posted his image on their CES presentation.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Moving on, I have a couple of questions. We have a bunch of other games set to release in 2016. Crackdown 3, I think they said Horizon Zero Dawn. I think was that set? Zelda, Wii U, Halo Wars, Sea of Thieves from Rare. Are there any other possible games that you can think of that that are highly likely to, or you believe that are highly likely to get delayed?
I think there's going to be at least 5 more surprises of delays in this year. Like,
The Universe game?
what was that?
The Universe game?
Oh, the No Man's Sky. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Do you think No Man's Sky will get delayed, Billy?
Hmm.
It's been in development for so long.
Billy just doesn't give a shit anymore.
Here we go again, right? So No Man's Sky. I have many words for this game. If it is a game, you know.
Jesus. Billy's getting
It's like-
serious right now.
It's a thing though. It's like I don't. If it releases, that'd be sweet. But it's like,
It's an
what do you-
experience.
what do you fucking do in that game? You know.
You live on the bane of their existence, I'm pretty sure.
You drive around. Like, what do you do in that game? It's like I was listening to this. I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about it. Like, everything they've showed us, and I understand that they can't show us everything, but everything they've showed us is different planets. I get it, and every planet has like different geography, different type of terrain, and animals and
It's all
ecosystems.
procedurally generated.
Correct, but it's like, well, that planet's orange, and this planet's green. This planet has water. This planet has
But you
less
can also
water.
like, do space battles and shit.
This
Yeah,
planet
there's space
has
battles and shit.
this planet has chicken aliens. This one has really big chicken aliens. This planet has small
That's a big
chicken aliens.
Small,
And-
speaking of big.
And it's like this is,
Hey, is that not enticing for you to explore these uncharted planets?
dude, I
Be
feel
astronauts,
like-
for fuck's sake.
A planet
it's gonna.
just chickens. Imagine that.
All right, Daredevil.
You're right there.
Hold on here.
Yeah, look at
What do you-
Steven. Okay, let's look at Steven for a
He's-
second.
He's really excited for Daredevil
Season 2.
right now.
Hey, somebody punch Steven. See if he's just as fast as as Matt Murdock.
I'm just gonna keep.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
in
keep.
Hell's Kitchen right now, live?
I'm
from
just
Hell's
gonna
Kitchen?
keep the camera zoomed in on Steven's camera right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. But yeah, I don't know, man. No Man's Sky is just like, what do you? I don't know, dude. Because
No,
like,
man,
I
I
feel
don't
like
agree
there's a
with you.
novelty, right? Like I feel like how long is that novelty gonna last?
As long as people, it's like, have you heard of Nobu Nobu Boy?
No,
You heard
what
of
is
the
it?
game?
Mm-mm.
No, it's a PS3 downloadable game. I can't remember the creator's name. I think he made Katamari Damacy. I'm pretty sure. Call me out on Twitter at Hayden Rebel if you want to, if I'm wrong. But that game involved the community like trying to stretch itself across the galaxy, and it took about 5 years apparently to get to that point. So I feel like it's gonna be the same thing with No Man's Sky, except with even more mass appeal. That people are just trying to get to the core of this universe. That is the goal. That's the only goal I think they've stated. It's the only thing that could be called an objective, like Minecraft, I guess. How they had to add an ending. It's kind of like that though, Billy. But do you feel like, yeah, you're right. Do you feel like just the exploration will wear off because you're not building things like in, say, Minecraft? Like there's that difference between people creating content and people
Yeah.
experiencing content, which is
Like, what's-
maybe
random.
more than what we think. Just
Oh my
because
God,
it's
Matt Murdock here.
everything.
Hey, Matt Murdock does not use a sword, motherfucker.
his teacher does.
He's He's like Daredevil mixed with Rurouni Kenshin, so he only uses the backside of the sword.
Yeah.
It's blunt.
Yeah.
But
Dead.
no, it's just, you know, like, what's the gameplay loop like on? Oh my god.
Or
What's
it's
the,
genius, kids.
I have no idea what's going on.
What
What's the
is he even
gameplay
saying?
loop? What's the gameplay loop for No Man's Sky, and how long will that last? And will it be fun enough to keep doing and doing? I don't know.
Yes.
It looks really cool. Like, it's a really awesome system. We haven't really seen a game like that before. I don't think. Let's go back to the original topic. Is it going to get delayed? There's no way. There's no way it gets delayed.
You think it's coming out for sure?
Yeah, I think it has to. They have
Do you
to.
think PSVR confirmed launch title?
Yeah, I'm calling it. It
Yeah.
has to be. I think that's why they've pushed it so long. I feel like that
Right.
game could have came out last year, but I feel like with that Sony partnership, they're
I would
probably
make a
saying
steak
stuff
dinner.
like that.
I'd make a
Yeah.
steak dinner bet with you and say
Yeah,
yes.
they're probably saying stuff like, "Hey, let's put this on VR and make sure everything works right," and that, you know, they're adding all that different polish into it. So I
They
hope.
just
I just
lied
hope
about that flood, right? That flood incident that happened to them.
Oh yeah, I remember that was a long time ago. Now, I mean, that sucks, but
Yeah.
maybe that influenced their water world or whatever.
Or didn't they just
Where-
jump-
Oh Lord. Okay, let's move on.
I just lagged out for a second. I have no idea what happened, but Google saved it, so that's fine.
Google saved
Wait,
everything.
who's Google?
Also, I don't think Sea of Thieves is going to come out There's
Oh,
way.
no way. I don't think so either.
Oh,
It looks cool. I'm
no,
really
no,
stoked
no.
for that game.
What about Quantum Break? I think Quantum Break will come out.
Well, yeah, Quantum Break will come out. They said, I think Sam
year.
Lake. There's like, hey, we're so close to it coming out. And,
That's exactly what Sam Lake said, guys.
no, yeah, a Quantum Break.
made the
It's
face.
so
Do the Max
close
Payne
to coming
face.
out. I don't know. He's
Do
funny.
the Max Payne face.
How does he look like?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you to do. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like the shittiest like
It's like
3D.
he ate
3D
something really
graphic.
sour, like a Sour Patch Kid or something.
It's literally like a
I
JPEG
love sour
pasted
candy.
on a weird like, I don't know. There's like no bitmap. I don't know.
No, it's just his face.
It just fit. Do you think Zelda for Wii U is going to be this year?
Yeah.
A lot of people are talking about this, how it's going to be pushed for NX. And do you
No.
think NX is going to come out this year? Do you think X is going to give it to you this year?
I'm still thinking this year. I've been saying that since they announced it. They better give it to me this year.
Hey Billy, I got that reference.
Thanks, man. I'm glad.
All I was
give
thinking
it
was
to me.
Generation X.
I'm also going to keep
from
the
wrestling.
camera back on Steven again because this is great. This is great. But yeah, you think it's coming out this year, the NX? Because
Yes,
At
No
the very
way.
least,
I think they'll announce it 6 months early.
That's like very like.
Just tell him to rename it to Dolphin, please.
No, just rename it the Revolution already.
the thing about the NX is like, because usually, but historically, at least this is from my own like memory, which may fail me, but like
It will.
usually how they do it is they talk about it one
For an
E3,
Yep.
and then they'll talk about it at another E3 and announce pricing, and then that holiday they release it.
Here's the thing that's changed though in the world since that like cycle has been around. Even the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, I think they had like 8 months between them, so not a year cycle anymore.
Mhm.
And E3, Nintendo, as we know, does not give a shit about anymore. They do not care about E3. They still have a presence there, but they don't. They have a Nintendo Direct there, and that's it. Like they just like broadcast whatever they've been doing for about 4 years now. So I think that they'll definitely launch it. I think it's part of their strategy to launch it and finally recuperate what they lost with Iwata, which is rest in peace again, Iwata and also the Wii U. So I think it's the time. I think they need to do it, or they're going to be left in the dust again.
Furman, do you
fall.
think that Zelda for Wii U will be a launch NX title? Basically, are they going to Twilight Princess that game?
I think that'd be a good idea, honestly, because the Wii, as much as it would help the Wii U in sales, I'm sure it would. It's too far gone. Wii U's just goodbye. So I mean, why not just throw it back to the NX and start over fresh? And
Yeah.
especially with, the added power, whatever other fucking gimmick they come out with that people will end up eating up, and it would give me it'd give me an excuse to buy a Nintendo console. I haven't bought a Nintendo console since '64. I didn't get a Wii.
Nice.
I didn't get a
me
Wii
neither.
U.
Yeah.
And so I would. Yeah,
but
I'm surprised too. I always expected to get the Wii, but I held off on it because it was cheap. So I was like, I can get it later. And then Wii U came out, and I was confused. Oh, a lot of things.
as everyone else in the whole
That
world.
was a rough year. That was a rough year, man. Got my legs back, and then yeah,
What?
it would. Don't worry about it. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, it'd give me an incentive to buy a new Nintendo console.
Okay, so I'm gonna link you guys to a story, Furman. I'm gonna link you guys to a story right now where I actually read this on Gaff and I forgot to link it on the dump, but here's a late dump story. So Nomura Securities, which is a Japanese security company, they believe that the NX will be unveiled in June and released in October to November. So I'm gonna link you guys to this right now.
Yeah, I read that too. There's
Yeah.
no way they're not gonna fall out for this shit. There's no way.
What do you mean? Why? What would they benefit from delaying it further?
To gain more hype? I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think they need that cycle. By the way, yeah, I linked the wrong thing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Go to the second thing.
Let's go straight to the Hangouts again.
Yeah, go to the Hangout. It's like Inception where you're just watching yourself, like a delay window.
By the way, I cannot wait until we publish this video because the last 20 minutes has just been straight on Steven. So.
Yeah, perfect.
Great.
What are you doing, Steven? What are you doing?
He's
No, but
He's
Billy,
really looking out the Matt
do you
Murdock.
honestly think that the hype cycle they need to build? I think it's just once they show whatever they have to show. If it's not something to get excited for, it's going to not be exciting. It's going to be like the Wii U again.
Yeah,
So I
let's,
think they're desperate. I think they're hungry. Nintendo's ready.
yeah, let's
They
keep
want
talking
everyone's
about
success.
let's keep talking about Nintendo real fast. Like,
Yeah.
if they do the Twilight Princess thing on the new Zelda, is that any like? I feel like people are going to get angry about that. Like all the Wii U owners are going to get angry about that.
Because they
No.
want the Zelda game.
Wait, did you say the Twilight Princess on the new Zelda?
No, they're going to Twilight Princess, the new Zelda.
I would like that drink. That sounds like a
On the
drink.
new Zelda.
I
But
want the
never-
Twilight Princess.
because it's like that thing how you're saying how you didn't want to. It's like there's a better version out there, you know, and you feel like you're not getting you're getting an inferior product. I don't
Right.
feel that myself for games or whatever, but I know a lot of people do. So do you think if they put Zelda for Wii U and make it cross-generation platform, whatever, will there be a backlash?
I mean,
Did they
there'll be
do
as
that
much as a
for, like-
backlash as there always is. You know.
Does Nintendo usually do that?
Yeah, they do. They've had a history of it.
Like they remastered like the
Huh,
Wii,
yeah.
like the Wii Zelda games for the Wii U.
I think why why
Thank you,
why would you
seriously.
want it for your new system? Like honestly, why what's the reason for you not to do it? To appease like 2 million fans? That's a lot of fans, sure, but like
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like
And why aren't they doing fucking Metroid?
that's
I
appease a few million fans there as well.
Hey, we're getting a new Metroid Games guy.
Shut
Retro
guys up.
Retro Studios hasn't been
God.
shit in a long time.
Uh-huh.
So
I swear to God, if you bring that game, I don't even want to bring that game ever on the podcast.
what game? What game?
That new Metroid that I'm not going to mention.
Oh,
Wait, which one,
Federation
Hayden?
Force.
Which one?
God damn it, dude.
Federation Force. Man, this
Dude,
Better-
Co-op. Come
This
on.
is like hate cast now.
we're going into the weeds here. Let's bring it back to the dump. The Steven Power Hour is over. So we're back to these are your stories, I believe, because I don't remember writing this at
There's
all.
so many. Yeah, there's too many. Like we're just gonna have to pick and choose whatever's interesting.
So
but,
what do you? This is up to you now, Hayden. Whatever you want to go
Yeah.
next, dude.
So I'm not gonna. I'll just mention really quickly what we had planned. So we were gonna mention how the PSVR is apparently going to be 3 times more popular according to Forbes than the Rift. I think that's a stupid article. Sorry, author. Going past that.
Okay.
I think what's more interesting actually is that 100 plus games are confirmed for development for the PSVR according to IGN.
One of them is No Man's Sky.
Yes. Oh wait, what? Is
The
that
other
gonna-
one
Well,
Insider
technically,
Info.
No Man's Sky is all 100. Because do you
Yeah,
guys know
that's
how
true.
much you can do in that game?
True. You can go to that
Wow.
green planet with the water, and you can go to the red planet without the water, and then you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to the
That's like old
There's like these
different
chicken aliens,
chicken aliens. And the
Yeah,
green
yeah.
planet has really big chicken aliens.
and they're having a
What would you
crossover
call a
with
chicken
Arrow.
alien?
Exactly.
They're having a crossover with Arrow and the Flash. So
Furman, I want you to name the chicken alien species, like genus and stuff. You like the Latin meaning? I want that.
it would be.
Where the fuck?
It'd be,
Steven,
it'd
I'm
be a
going to
thing.
lower your volume now. You're out of control.
You were out of control. You were so out of line. Who do you think you are?
Simmer down.
I'm like trying to listen to Furman say something sort of intelligent, and you're like squawking over there.
I'm
The
making
name
up
of
a
an
fake.
alien chicken is
They were
intelligent.
asking
I'm making
what
up a fake.
they would
thing.
say.
Shut the fuck up, Steven.
That was pretty Nintendo Direct.
Oh,
I'm
this
sorry.
is the worst.
I'm
This is
sorry.
the best and worst as usual.
We did it, guys. We made it back to our prime. Making
All
a
right, so
shitty podcast.
Kaz Hirai added that 200 developers who had already signed up for the company's PSVR were a testament. Someone's coming into my room again. I'm trying to ignore them.
Here we go.
Here we go again. A
Galaxy.
testament to the kind of support we're getting from content creation at the community on PlayStation VR. So yeah, Kaz Hirai said that there's over 200 developers confirmed. Who would you
200?
guys like
I
to see?
100.
No, there's 100 games, but 200 developers.
I
confirmed.
see. I see.
Wow.
My dad is staring in the corner right here. It's terrifying.
Oh, I
Let me
can
say
see that. That was
hi.
your dad. Say
Yeah.
hey to Dan.
They want to say hi to you again. Just say hi.
That's the best. I think I'm gonna take that clip out of the video, make that the cover. So good.
I don't think they heard you be racist, but I'm glad. All right, see you later. What are you doing?
That's great. He's racist.
after after last week's amazing podcast,
All right.
All right.
Cool. 200 plus devs, huh?
200 plus devs. Who would you guys like to see support it?
Oh shit.
I want Fallout 4 VR mode. There you go.
Nah, I
It's
don't
gonna be a
want that.
lot of dating sims.
It's gonna be a lot of-
Summer
yeah.
Lesson apparently is rumored to come over. Do you know what Summer Lesson is?
Sounds like
No.
a porno.
Wait.
It's a game made by Kazurada, who we saw actually during the Street Fighter and Tekken PSX conference or whatever the hell we
The
watched.
panel. The panel was really good.
Yeah. He was hilarious. Kazurada is the guy that or Kazurai, goddammit. I'm messing up all the names now. Harada, he was there on the stage with his badass hairdo and his glasses.
This is why they don't want to talk to you, Hayden, because you keep
I-
mispronouncing their name.
Yeah.
I know. Remember last time? It was a long time ago. I mispronounced another name too. I was making up names apparently. Anyways, he made a game where it involves you teaching either a Japanese student English or an English person Japanese, and
That's
it's just like
awesome.
a really kind of creepy. You have to put some footage over this, Billy.
Wait,
Some
was
creepy-
it the
creepy
one?
VR
What the
game.
one where you're like a little cabin on the?
Yes, where you're
Yeah.
like towards a beach. There's like various levels.
Yeah,
up.
yeah, and you play guitar or some shit.
Dude, I would.
What is it called?
I mean, I called it creepy, but I kind of want to play it. I'm not gonna lie.
What is it called, Hayden?
No, we know. We know you
It's called Summer Lesson.
Okay.
Mm.
do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a thing.
Sugoi Squad will cover that.
See, this is where society is heading. Except instead of Sword Art Online, it's just gonna be Summer Lesson, and people are
Yeah.
gonna be stuck in there.
We're
Can we
gonna
do-
skip all pretenses of Sword Art and just go straight to the sex, right?
You guys
Do
should
that.
have someone on Sequoia Squad do what are they called? Like light novel? No, not light novel.
Yeah, they're called light novels, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But they're like interactive.
No, visual novels.
Visual
Reviews,
novels. There you go.
Yeah.
Visual
Oh,
novel
those-
reviews.
Good old things.
That'd be really
Honestly,
cool.
VNs. One of our members, Sam. Shout out to Sam. She loves VNs, so I'm sure we can have her talk about it more often.
Do it. That'd be
Oh,
great.
I have to bring this up. I was subbing in class today, and one of the kids is like, these are 7th graders. They're like, Angel, she reads hentai,
Oh man.
and I was like, excuse me? They're like, she reads hentai. Do you know what that is? And I'm like, do not talk about hentai in this class.
Did you?
Or I
say
didn't
that?
say do not talk about
Damn
it.
it!
I
You
just
said
do
which
not talk
fan? You
about
should have
that.
asked him or her.
Which one?
Which
I'm a
one?
I cannot talk about that in that class. I was like, draw your fucking samurai and ninja and get the hell out of here.
They were drawing the samurai ninja. It just involved coitus.
It did not, because we were learning about the differences. Do
It
you know
involves
the differences
swords,
of
but of
it?
a different kind. Sword fighting.
That's not those aren't swords. Those are penises. Actually, we learned about
Wow.
samurai the other day, and we had a bunch of time left over, so I showed them that
Sword
video
fight.
from Man at Arms when they make the Hattori Hanzo blade. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Live action Rurouni Kenshin movie you let me borrow it. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, we could. Oh, you fuck. I forgot you had that. It's all good. So,
So, Billy,
Hattori Hanzo.
I think that's it for the dump. I'm going to say that right now. I think we can conclude
What?
the dump section.
That's it for the dump today.
Yeah, let's
and
move on.
do we have anything else planned? I don't think so, really.
Don't
did you want the soundbite? Because you
And
talked about it.
anticipated games, but do we have anything before Soundbite, Hayden? you
Before
wanna-
that.
I mean, I think we already talked about last week. We talked about our favorite games of last year.
Yeah.
We'll have something on this
Sort
week,
of.
hopefully, about that more written content for you guys. We'll
Okay.
see. No promises, but
That being said,
yeah.
this is Soundbite Trivia with Furman Gonzalez.
You guys have the link. It's on there somewhere.
I don't have
What?
anything.
I don't have it.
Don't assume.
I will.
Oh, I
it's
see
in-
it. I see
Yeah,
it.
it's under Soundbite Trivia with Furman Gonzalez. You know that thing you just said?
That's too complicated.
Get out of there. I
That's
see you
cool,
guys
man.
all hovering over it.
I'm
I'm
glad you
watching
did
the
it.
press on it.
All right, this isn't really from a game, though it is game related.
I swear
And
to God.
it's pretty easy. It's really easy. But I think it's hilarious because I used to say it a lot, and then I realized I sounded like a fucking idiot.
I think I know where this is from, but it'll be a stupid guess if I make it.
Do you guys want guesses, or you just want to fucking go for it?
I think you should.
I
It's
want
from a
guesses.
TV show, right? Is it
It
from
is from a TV show. I will
Okay.
tell you that.
Okay.
Steven doesn't know how to use SoundCloud, by the way, because I keep hearing the same fucking thing. You shouldn't be playing that right now, dude.
That's not me.
What are you doing?
What's he doing?
What are you doing?
He's muted.
Why'd you mute him?
I didn't mute him. Steven, you're muted. You're muted.
We're seeing his face. Just zoom in on him
Oh, there you
again.
go. Are you good?
Muted.
We're good.
You
No, you
are.
were muted for a second.
Okay, are you
There you go
guys
again.
ready?
You're muted again.
This is Easy Mode Ultra.
Let's
episode.
stop.
As soon as you said
Please
that.
please rate the episode on iTunes.
5 out of 5,
beabyte.com, youtube.com/beabyte. This is SoundCloud. No, it's SoundCloud. Soundbite Trivia with Furman Gonzalez.
Shout out to SoundCloud.
Shout out to SoundCloud.
This
Thanks
is
for
SoundCloud.
hosting our content.
Sponsored by Easy Mode.
Sponsored by Easy
Hey.
Mode. All right. Is there multiple choices? I have no idea. I've heard this somewhere before, the soundbite here, and I don't know where it is or like what it's
I
from.
know what it is. Let me.
Okay, so do you want multiple choice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so like I said a bit earlier, it's from a TV show, so it's gonna be video game related.
Okay.
It could either be from Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Don't give us an option, because I'm gonna get as soon as you do that, I don't think you should give us an option, honestly.
I want
People were
no.
asking-
Do multiple choice. I think it's more fun that way for whoever's tending to listen to this.
Okay. Okay.
Well. Okay, it could either be from Super Mario Brothers Super Show. It could be from I don't know what it was called, but it was the Final Fantasy VII anime, the short one that they made.
So it's obviously not that one because he has no idea what it's
What are you
called.
talking about?
Yeah, he has
Well,
no
no,
idea
I
what
just don't remember. I don't remember what it's called. Don't expect me to be that prepared. It could be from what was
Sonic
it?
Sonic DX.
Oh my god.
There's
No,
so
I can't use yours. It could be from I don't know if any of you guys saw the animated Kingdom Hearts thingy.
Can't be good.
You don't even know the fucking names of these things.
I don't know the names of these things because I expected you guys to be better than this.
What's
Or
the
it
first
could
one?
be
It was probably
from
the first one.
the short-lived Legend of Zelda cartoon.
Oh shit.
So there are your choices. you
Really?
Pretentious assholes.
I'm guessing Zelda.
I'm gonna say
Weird.
Zelda. I thought it was Captain N though. To be
I
honest.
think it's Zelda or that Super Mario thing that he said at the very
I'm
beginning.
just gonna say Super Mario to be different and lose.
Yeah, do it, Steven. I'm gonna say Zelda.
I said Zelda as well. God, Steven's gonna win this. Be so pissed.
What did you say? What did you say,
Yeah.
Steven?
I'm gonna be the Super Mario one so I can lose.
Steven is not the winner.
You want-
It is from Zelda.
Ah, yes, I knew it.
Apparently,
See?
it's like his little fucking catchphrase.
Some part of me believed
Where
Furman, that you
is
actually took the time to
you?
watch Captain N. You know what Captain N is?
Yeah, I know Captain Ennis.
Yeah, I thought you watched that. And I was like, dude,
that
that's a deep
amalgam
cut.
of all this non-Nintendo shit.
Yeah. I could have sworn that was from that.
That's
It's
so
like
good.
it's like a platformer where they're jumping over copyrights.
Yeah. Dude, that's
Nice.
like I would play that game. I'd love to play that game.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to Easy Mode Ultra episode 25. My name is Billy. You can follow me at BillyByte on Twitter. You can follow Hayden at Hayden Robel on Twitter. You can follow Furman, the best hair in business, and Koki at Koki_sorta. I almost forgot that again. It's hard to get that one. You can also follow. Is that a dog? What is going on? I like looked over
that's
and it's
a
like
cute dog.
it's a cute dog. You can also follow Steven,
Dog
Daredevil, and or Rona Kitchen, that's blind, on Twitter, at blah blah Bia. Again, rate us on iTunes, talk to us, do whatever you want. Facebook, Twitter, hashtag easy mode /Beabyte. That's pretty much it. I think I was going to say something. Oh,
Hayden, bite your dog's ear.
I think that might send PETA after me. I'm not gonna do that.
It's a
Hayden,
pit
what-
bull.
Hayden, you just put up a cool video about something. Talk about that. real fast.
So guys, if you guys remember from back in the day, Day of the Devs talk in October, I'm putting a dog down to get serious. I talked to John Canyelas. I messed up his name again. I'm pretty sure Canyelas. That's what it is.
Yeah.
John Canyelas, the lead designer and programmer and combat warlock of Death's Gambit, which is from their company White Rabbit Games, and it's a side-scrolling action RPG that's inspired by Castlevania, anime, and a bunch of other things. So I'm sure you guys would enjoy it if you guys are inspired or influenced by that at all. So we did an interview and I did a preview of that. So go check that out. It's on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Beabyte. So yeah, go check that out.
Nice. With that being said,
Cool.
thank you,
Reaction
everybody,
content.
and we are out.
See ya.
Goodbye.
All right.
Get the fuck out of there. Who do you think you are?